Hello, everyone. You're probably wondering why I'm not dressed like a normal human being. That's because I'm on my way to the Avatar convention, a brand new convention in town. That's where people dress up as characters from Avatar and watch a screening of both movies, which is 6 hours of combined of both. Yippee ki yay! So I've got my design down. I'm half naked. I found a dead gerbil on the ground of the street, so I decided to use that as an extra piece of hair. But I'm not painting myself blue. The only paint I have in the house is permanent blue paint, which I'm not putting permanent blue paint. I look like a fucking idiot. So instead, I'm just gonna go like this. But I just can't find good uh good enough ears, or at the very least, earrings. Oh well, it's not gonna. Oh well, it's not gonna, if it's not gonna work like that, then I might as well review the Avatar: The Way of Water while I look for some. Speaking of Avatar: The Way of Water, this was one of the most anticipated movies of last year. It really described its. It's really a big movie, even bigger than the first one. It really shows how the first film is very different from the sequel. Of course, because of this, of course, when this movie came out, it obviously became very successful very quick. It already made a crap ton of money, and it's even become one of the highest grossing movies ever made, which, big shock, of course, it's already there. But of course, it's not as fast as it was expected to be. But who cares? The film's still very successful. That just doesn't really matter at this point. But I'm here to talk about this movie and what it was like. I actually saw it in the cinema, not in 3D, unfortunately, but I did see it in the cinema. It was definitely a good experience. So I'm here to talk about that experience and tell you what the hell happened in this movie. So, of course, it takes place after the first one, 15 years to be exact, or 16 years to be exact. And Jake and Neytiri, now married, have children. Three actually came out, and two of them are adopted. So, yeah. Uh, they discover that the villain from the first movie is back as a Avatar Navi. So they have to travel all the way to a water clan in order to help them learn the way of water. Ooh. So there's a few differences with this and the first film. One, there's more than one clan. Two, it's not only written by James Cameron this time. And three, bigger damn budget. This is one of the most expensive movies of all time, whereas the first movie is literally only that expensive, which is pretty much nothing compared to the sequel. Of course, the CGI obviously looks way better than the first. Okay, not really, they're pretty much the exact same. But I still have a few gripes with the movie. But first, before I crap in it, let me praise it, because this is a damn great movie. It has amazing, of course, the computer animation is incredible. Uh, and the characters are very endearing and have a lot of emotion to them. Someone dies in this, as with the first. And what else happens? What else do I like about this movie? That's the big part. I like the fact that the message is very unique and different from the first. Actually, if there even is a message to talk about. I feel like the one for this movie is like save the whales or something, which is not the best message or plot, but it's a lot better than the first. It's more unique. Uh, yeah, I like the plot. It looks beautiful. I like all the characters. Neytiri is still not hot, but I still have a few gripes with the film that definitely uh bring it down from being one of the best movies I've ever seen in my life. Of course, the villain, Miles Quaritch. He is a Avatar now. Unfortunately, he's still the same bland jackass as he was in the first. Surprisingly, he doesn't sip coffee while he's destroying the place, which is surprising. That was one of the best cliches in the first movie. So, yeah. Of course, the film has its 10 regular cast, but it also has a lot of brand new stars in the film. There's Kate Winslet, Cliff Curtis, Jermaine Clement, and others. Yeah, the others. Oh, hold on. I think there's. I got that. There's it says it here. Oh, what do you know? It's literally the exact same. So yeah, the some. Oh yeah, another big problem with the movie. That was not meant to happen. Look at this. Look at this. How can anyone look at that and say, yeah, that's acceptable, put that in cinemas? We're at an age where 3-hour movies should not be released in cinemas at this point. Back then, it was acceptable. It was the 50s and 60s. It was a different time. People could release whatever the hell they wanted. No, they couldn't, but they could release movies how long they wanted. Cleopatra was 4 in hours. So honestly, I don't really know. But this movie is 3 hours long, whereas the first movie is only 2 hours 41 minutes. This one is 3 hours and 12 minutes. I captured it myself. I recorded how long the movie was in cinemas. Because I do that now. I want to know how long movies are. So, yeah. Bit of a long movie. Really flippin' long of a movie. And it does take them a while to actually get to the place. But, of course, it is a 3-hour movie, and they do need a lot of time to build the plot. But, yeah. Anyway, back to positives, because there's a lot in this movie. Of course, what else can I say about this movie? Everyone else has said that it's a great movie, even though it's only been out for, 1 month. The effects are absolutely incredible for the most part. The story is a bit more unique. The message is more unique. The characters I connect to more. And it does have an absolutely intense final battle. Like, the movie is way more intense than the first for some reason. But of course, the film has its not so great liberties as with the Avatar franchise or duology for now. The villain is still typical villainy, and yeah, the villain and the runtime kind of soils my enjoyment of the movie. Oh yeah, another plus I forgot to mention: there is a lie revealed story in this, but unlike the first movie, they don't dwell on it. They say it, they get it out of the way, and then boom, final battle, or at least pre-final battle, because this is a long final battle. This literally takes like an hour. But yeah. So yeah, this is a really good movie. I really enjoyed it. I wouldn't call it one of the best movies of all time. Absolutely not. But I would call it a great movie that I would highly recommend, unless you have a very bad bladder, or have no patience, or you can't, or you have seizures, or epilepsy. In that case, don't watch this movie. But if you don't have those of those 3 things, watch this movie. Go ahead. It's really great movie. I give it an 8 out of 10. And I was able to find ears. The only problem is I don't have any glue, so looks I'm gonna have to staple them on, I guess. 3 hours later. Hello everyone. Well, a few things happened off camera. I accidentally chopped my ears off when I was trying to staple the Avatar ears, and I had to get a replacement surgery. And oh yeah, I also caused a ruckus at the Avatar convention, and now I'm banned there forever. And I also have a restraining order on 50,000 people. Very good event.